morphed it into self-defense right. I think we have kind of morphed it into that. We've created a self-defense right. Now, you and I and everybody listening to this program, we have an inherent right to self-defense. We have a God-given inherent right to be free and to defend ourselves. The Second Amendment's just saying, government, you cannot interfere with that. You can't touch that. But they do anyways.
They interfere with most of your life. So
yeah.
One of these days we'll figure it out. And it's probably not by voting the politicians out. I don't know. If we started cycling them out every 4 years, no matter who they were, we might have a different thing.
Yeah, we might. But so to everybody listening, if you're listening and you're from a state that has constitutional carry, chime in here. Call the voicemail 210-646-1727. Send me an email. Send Ben an email. Hit our Facebook pages with comments or whatever. Let us know, how's it been going in your state? I bet we're going to hear 100% positive feedback, Ben.
Arizona's the only one I've studied a little bit, and haven't seen a problem. I have friends there.
Arkansas has constitutional carry, I believe.
Yeah, for a couple years though, I think, not for a long time.
Arizona for quite some time.
Arizona for 4 or 5 years now, somewhere in there, 3 or 4. But they went.
No blood in the streets, is there? Nobody's shooting everybody over parking spots, are they?
I don't think
They're not getting in road traffic arguments in Arizona and blasting away at each other, are they? That stuff happens here in Texas even before we passed constitutional carry, road rage and people shooting each other.
Yeah, so it's not going to change that much.
No.
I am a little worried about the analysts that are going to come out. So here we are in 2021. The law is going to change, and we're going to have constitutional carry.
September 1.
In 2019, here in Texas, just like most of America, was probably the least violent year that we have on record in America. And then 2020 happened, and boy, we flipped the script. And so violence is going up. If violence continues to go up, they're going to cherry pick data and see, we changed it, and the violence went up.
And so are gun sales.
But, I feel that coming, so I'm going to give you a little heads up in the future. 2 or 3 years from now, they're going to use the data that crime went up in 2021. It's because now any idiot can carry a gun.
You're right. They're going to try to twist that. They're going to try to twist it and say, it's because 21 states now have constitutional carry. That's why it went up, which we all know is a bunch of hogwash.
There's so many things that go on the violent crime rate. The only honest... And it was funny. It was under, what was it? It was under Obama when they actually came out with an honest study that said they couldn't find any correlation between guns and higher rates of crime.
Between gun control between the use of guns and higher rates of crime.
Having guns and higher rates of crime.
That's
correct.
Couldn't
find any correlation between it either way. Whether we had more guns and less crime, or we had more guns and more crime. They couldn't figure it out either way.
Because it doesn't exist.
But I don't know, it might, because Obama was vehemently against guns. He tried to do that study to find out that more guns equaled more crime.
But it was not successful.
More crap to take them away.
Right. But it wasn't a successful study.
No.
And he didn't accomplish his goal.
So I don't know if that study was flawed or not, but that seems like the most honest study out there. And I'm the guy that's... Every good person in America should carry a gun because bad people should be afraid of the good people.
Well, and think about this. All these attempts now to defund the police all over. Well, if they're successful with that, with defunding the police and stripping the resources of the law enforcement, that makes the ordinary citizens even more on their own. Even more.
Yeah. For longer.
Yeah?
It's really just going to be for longer.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
You're always on your own.
Unless you have the cop-size holster that Bob is trying to invent.
Because I can't carry the cop.
Yeah. Keepers, you're listening to them out there, invent that holster. Unless that's actually going on, you're on your own. All these studies and everything have ever shown, every study I've ever done on any violent crime, you are on your own. Even law enforcement guys out there. Law enforcement out there, for God's sakes, listen to me. Love you guys, already said it. You guys on the street. You're on your freaking own, too. You've got a radio that goes directly to the dispatcher that all of your buddies can hear.
Yes.
But you are freaking on your own for a couple minutes at least until they can get there. You're going to have to solve your problem. Whether you're a cop or individual out there, you're going to have to solve your problem and then wait for the cavalry to get there. Or you're going to have to barricade yourself and hold off for, right now in San Antonio, it's 5 minutes. All those places that are getting defunded, it's going to go up to 10 or 20 minutes that you're going to have to hold off and wait and be able to keep the bad guys at bay until help can get there. That time is just going to double and triple when you call 911. Try calling 911 in Los Angeles, California, to see what happens. I've done it. You know what you get? 9 out of 10 times?
What?
We're sorry, all dispatchers are busy right now. If you hold on the line, we'll get to you.
Please hold.
Yeah. I've been put on hold by 911, and I was like, you got to be crapping me. And I was put on hold one time because I was trying to, people were stripping the car on the side of the road, and I saw it. And so I called 911. It's just a car burglary. It's not that big a deal. I drove by. I wasn't going to stop and do anything. But when they put me on hold, I hung up. They never called me back. They never checked. They never even wanted to know why I called 911. Why? Not because they're bad people, because they're too freaking busy. They don't have enough funding. Now you want to cut the funding everywhere else? The same thing is going to happen.
One of my recent listeners emailed me and said he was on like a 42-minute hold with 911. 42 minutes. I mean, you know, you kind of made a reference to the little slogan I've always said over the years, I carry a gun because I can't carry a cop. And even my buddy Jason at Concealment Solutions, another sponsor of this show, he doesn't even make cop-sized holsters. So, you know, you're not going to find the holster to carry a cop. So if you're going to be on a 42-minute hold, or if you're going to get the recording that you said, you know, I'm sorry, all circuits are busy, please call back another time or whatever, you're absolutely freaking on your own.
You're on your own. And Michael Bain says that all the time. And more so, he's true, and it's right. You are on your own until help can get there. That's all there is. You have to solve your problem. And if it's a shooting problem, you're going to have to shoot it out, and you're going to have to win. Because it's going to take you 3 seconds to 20 seconds. Long shootout is 35 seconds. It's going to take law enforcement 5 minutes to get there anyways. Mass shootings, they're 2 or 3 minutes is the average, and law enforcement average response time is 5 minutes.
Now let's think about this. 5 minutes, okay? Let's be really generous and say that law enforcement can get there in 3 minutes. All right, let's just use for a minute the 3-minute mark. Let's zero in on that. You and I the other day, we were at the range, and by the way, we have videos of this. It's on the Shooters Club. For all you Shooters Club members, there's going to be 2 videos. You and I were practicing the 5x5x5 drill. We were drawing from the holster, firing 5 rounds at 5 yards into a 5-inch circle. And I think you and I both, after we warmed up a little bit, we got it under 3 seconds.
It broke the 3-second mark.
3 seconds now. Now let's compare 3 seconds to 3 minutes. Well, let's say a bad guy, maybe he doesn't have as much training as you and I, but let's say his draw from the holster and 5 rounds is, let's say it's 6 or 7 seconds. We're still talking seconds.
Tell him 10.
Okay, let's say 10 seconds
to get it out of his
But the
pants.
cops take 3 minutes to get there. How much damage can this bad guy do in 3 minutes if he can draw and do the 5x5x5 drill in 10 seconds?
And the average person is probably going to panic fire 4 rounds a second.
Exactly.
So even if it takes him 20 seconds to get the gun out, he's going to empty the magazine before a minute has gone by.
He's going to,
At you or into you.
We're trying to paint the picture for everybody.
You're on your own.
Not only do you need to own a gun, we're trying to paint the picture. You got to know how to use it.
Well, carry the freaking thing, too.
Well, carry it, too, yes. And especially if you're in one of the constitutional carry states. No more excuses. There's no more excuses if you live in a constitutional carry state for you to not be carrying your gun. We all know Tom Givens harps on that, and he's very good at that in his classes, talking about it. And if you don't know how to use your gun, if you just bought the thing because you're afraid, and now you want to know how to use it, get some basic safety instruction, and then take the class you and I are teaching.
Yeah, go anywhere. Get anything.
Or go anywhere.
You and I are so... Other instructors that we don't like as much are just like, you got to come to me. I'm the best. There's nobody else.
No.
Don't go to anybody else.
We're not going to say that.
No. We cannot help everybody out there. We know that. And there is too many good people that need help to carry their gun. Go to, I don't care, like I said, we could go down the list and we could probably sit here for the next 10 minutes and just name people that we know personally across the United States that does this stuff that's good at teaching it.
No.
So if you don't go to our class,
go to somebody's.
We would really like
We would like you to come to our class. Yeah.
We're a little biased, but
yes.
I think our 1 and 2 day courses are way better than anybody else's.
I think they're worth twice what we charge, and people walk away. You know what the most satisfying thing is when we do a class? And we get this almost every class. Some student, it might be even 2 or 3, will say things like, I did not know I could shoot like this with my gun. I didn't even know this was possible to do. Or they would say, I didn't know it was possible for me to do this. In 2 days, we transformed their shooting lives.
I was going to say it's worth probably 3 times what we pay for it, because there's only one other... What we charge, because there's only one other instructor out there that by day 1 or 2 you're actually moving on the range.
Right.
And everybody else, that's class number 2 or class number 3.
Or 4 or whatever.
Yeah, so you have to buy 3, 4, 10 days of instruction before you get to that shooting part. And you know, as an advanced guy and been doing this for 25 years now, I really want to take instruction from everybody. And no, I don't want to take your entry to Handgun 101.
Right.
Because the only reason I've been taking those in the last 10 years is because I want to see how other people do it so I can do it better.
Right.
But other than that, I don't want to take entry to Gun 101.
No.
This is how you load a magazine. This is how it goes in a gun.
Right.
Come on, you're wasting my time. Let me just take your level 2 class.
Exactly. Come take our level
on level 2. So this is more like a level 2 class where you can come and you can skip this is what a gun is. This is the dangerous end. We're going to always go over safety, but you don't have to go through all that. You just come out of the range. You can shoot.
Yep.
You're good. You're an intermediate level shooter. Get out on the range with us. We'll make sure you're safe. We'll make sure you learn a bunch of stuff, and then that's how you save a lot of money without going and have to do. I mean, crap. I think one of the biggest schools in America. This is day 5 for them.
Day 4 or day 5. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I also want to say that we have discounts available for people who are past graduates, because this is going to be a different class. If you've already taken our Beyond Concealed Carry, Pistol Fighting Dynamics is going to be different. You get a discount. If you're a member of the Shooters Club that you and I have, you also get a discount. And if you're an early bird, check on our website. You'll find the early bird registration dates. You'll get a discount. So 3 ways to get a discount on this class. And if you want to get the Shooters Club discount, you also want to get some benefits of our videos, our instructional videos, go to shootersclubmembers.com, sign up for $8 a month or $75 a year. I always say the videos are the next best thing. You know, and you just put a dry fire class on there, didn't you?
A little while ago I put a dry fire class up there, and if you do that dry fire class, you'll be a better shooter. All you got to do is the 5 days, 5 things that are on there, you'll be a better shooter.
We have about 80... I think the last I counted, Ben, we got about 86 or 87 videos.
Well, they keep going up, and we decided that we want to do more of our classes on there. So
yeah, and there's 12 or 13 customized audio podcasts. We got guests like Masada Youb and Spencer Keepers and John Payne and Greg Nichols and Brent Yamamoto and all kinds of... all those people have contributed to our Shooters Club.
John Adine.
Dr. Adine's on
That's
there.
one of my favorite audios that we did for the Shooters Club was why the pelvis shot is not really
Oh, that's right.
great.
The myth of the pelvic shot.
I always hated that thing. Hated it. I still hate that. If you told me, 2 in the chest and 1 in the pelvis to stop him. Maybe if he's got body armor and a full helmet on and he's got his back to you. I mean, there's always... I'll never say never.
Well, I'm going to take exception to that unless you're shooting a 45 ACP. That's always a one-shot stop, right? Right? That's Thor's hammer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't 45 Thor's hammer? That's a one-shot, knock them over, flip them backwards 4 times, just like they do in the Old West if you got a big old 45, right?
Just like the movies.
I'm being sarcastic because there are still people that believe that junk.
45 9mm with good ammo.
I like what you call. What do you call the 45?
Big, slow, dumb bullets.
A big, slow, dumb bullet. I love that.
Because it does dumb things when it hits hard objects. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you need to come to do some more training because you don't know what your round will do if you carry a 45. If you carry a 9mm, you don't really care what a 45 does. You carry 9mm, you need to know what a 9mm will do. So all this stuff is good to learn, and you can... You can take my idiotism. If you need that round to stop in something, it's probably going through. If you need that round to stop in something,